Okay, so I decided tonight to do a tarot, which I do every night. But today was a day in which I didn't feel very confident about myself. I'm kind of processing some things about my self-worth, like a lot of things about my physical appearance and my body and how I feel about them in a deep-rooted way have kind of come up in the last few days, particularly when I've had therapy and I've talked about my kind of weight wounds, and I've had a check-in with my coach recently, and I had put a bit of weight on this week, so a lot of things about like my body confidence are a little bit shaky at the moment. So I decided to kind of ask the universe through the tarot to kind of keep me motivated, because I've been working really hard on my self-concept and trying to stay positive, and posting these videos even though it feels a little bit cringy at the moment, because I feel like there's more of a purpose to this. And I am going to post a video kind of explaining a little bit about why I've decided to kind of randomly post videos of my thoughts and random things. But anyway, I decided I would do a tarot reading to kind of find out from the universe how to kind of stay motivated and how to understand what's going on a little bit. I feel like I'm in a hormonal moment as well at the moment, so I think that's had a big impact on my kind of how I view my body at the moment. But anyway, so I've had like a beautiful spread, so I wanted to kind of talk you guys through it because it's actually really exciting and reassuring. So the first 4 cards I have are Justice, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and 6 of Swords. Now what this essentially means is kind of like justice is kind of when you get your own justice, or you get your outcome from a situation. So justice kind of means that in this context that you have been fair to people, that you've been kind and reasonable with people, but that you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to give people time and energy that don't necessarily need it, is what that card kind of means. And then these are talking about, like, these are wounds, like I've talked about body confidence and kind of self-healing, and this is kind of showing that you're going through that healing process at the moment. And then this card kind of reflects that you are actually getting growth in this journey. Even though you've had a day that kind of feels a bit more wobbly, you are still getting that direct growth. So it's kind of an encouragement from the universe there that just keep going. Your life raft, your kind of boat is moving. And then it kind of, with these cards, so that's the 7 of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. This is kind of talking about you have planted seeds. So if you've been manifesting, which I have at the moment, if you've been manifesting, thinking about things and really wanting things to change, or you want something to come into your life, whether it's financial, a relationship, whatever it is, you have planted seeds. So that's confirmation to me that I have planted seeds. I have been doing the work. And it kind of links with this Page of Pentacles. If you show a bit of patience, then your seed will start to flourish. Whatever it is that you're looking for, your manifestation will start to come in. But with the Queen of Swords, she's kind of a bit of a harsh bitch, in the sense that she has to cut out any old lingering energy. She is very strict boundary setter. She kind of has that boss bitch energy. You don't really want to mess with her. So it's almost like the universe saying, to bring in this manifestation, you have to be a little bit more Queen of Swords energy. You have to be a little bit more ruthless, which is kind of my weakness, because I'm a bit of a people pleaser, so that is quite difficult for me. But Spirit is telling me it's got to be done. But then it talks about here, the next set of cards, 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and Page of Cups. So 6 of Cups is kind of nostalgia, reflecting on things, connection. That's usually with people, or nostalgia. Sorry, put the wrong card up. That's 6 of Cups. And then 2 of Cups is kind of romantic relationship. Sometimes it's connection with somebody. And then Page of Cups. So pages kind of have this childlike, more immature energy than, say, a king, but they're giving something. So what this shows is that you might have nostalgia, you might have people from the past they might, with the Two of Cups, indicate that there might be a romantic element to it. But the Page of Cups, because it's cups, it's emotional. It's kind of like you would almost interpret this as a bit of more of a flirtation, or a nostalgic message, or kind of something positive here. It's kind of like a suggestion of something with the Page of Cups, but the Cups is tied to emotional things. So if someone's not necessarily giving you something, they're trying to express something here. Then I have a really nice set of cards. So I have the Sun, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune. So that is a reinforcement from Spirit. Like, Sun is the very happiest card in the deck. Star is kind of like main character energy, and the Wheel of Fortune, it means that things are turning in your favour. So positive things around yourself, your confidence, your progress. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour here. So good things are on the horizon. Here I have the Eight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and Strength. So again, similarly, this is talking about, this card is balance. So it's saying that you need to balance out. You're taking on a lot at the moment in your mind, at work, trying to juggle too many things here. So once you take balance of that and you kind of process the things, swords are kind of like, sometimes, as you can see with that card, it's kind of emotions, things that you're not processing, hardships. So once you balance out these things, you will have good things. But Strength card indicates, it's kind of Spirit saying to you, you have been really strong. You have the strength to overcome any of these obstacles, these blockages, to get to where the Sun and the Star energy is coming from. You just need to tap into your inner strength. And then these last set of cards is the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So Eight of Wands is really fast movement on something. So that indicates a text, an email, somebody coming forward with something, communication of some kind, and it's usually fast. So tied with these other cards, with the other cards mentioned, it can indicate that something might be coming forward. We've had the Two of Cups, which is kind of, in romantic reading, that would be divine union. Here as well, the Ten of Cups is like, Ten of Cups energy is like family. Somebody wants to settle down with you, someone wants to make roots with you. So possibly communication of a romantic nature that's a bit more stable. It's not that kind of Page of Cups energy of a flirtation. This is more solid grounding. That is a suggestion in the cards that that might come forward, and that your intuition will bring that forward, your inner knowing, your inner work. So the High Priestess is basically your intuition working on that. And then the Four of Cups is a reminder. So as you can see here, this girl looks sad because she's got a missing cup here. She's focusing on the cup that seems empty, but she's got three down here she's missing. So the Four of Cups is a reminder to focus on what you do have. This is also kind of a reminder of gratitude, things like that. And that, along with your intuition, will bring in that kind of wish fulfillment. The Ten of Cups is wish fulfillment, dreams coming true kind of energy. So you've got to kind of focus on those elements and ignore the things that you can't control, or the things that you're annoyed about. Focus on what you do have, and it will bring in prosperity. So I feel like it was a really optimistic reading, so I just wanted to share it with you guys.